Hey, welcome to another episode of the Black Guy Who Tells podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
And we're live on a Monday, ready to do some podcasting. We took yesterday off just in case you thought you missed the episode. You didn't.
You did not. We was tired.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I ate a piece of this brownie, and then it kicked in, and then I was like, "Fuck it." It's really what happened. I just went. I said, "You know what I want to do? Watch some football.
We just
watch
chilled.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Fill on some titties and go to sleep."
And that's what he
and
did.
I'll tell you what, that's what I did. All right, y'all.
He went to sleep, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we sleeping." I was like, "Oh, roles are reversed." I was up, and he was.
The official weapon of the show is
taser.
The unofficial. That's not true.
Oh, but Lord have mercy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The folding chair.
Yes. And the unofficial sport.
Bullet ball.
The bullet ball to the extreme.
For those of you count, we back down to 0 again. We had like the 5-day streak, and it's over.
Karen, do you have banter?
Do I have banter? No.
All right, no pressure. I don't think I really have. Well, I have one banter thing, kind of, but the person that wrote in and broke the fourth wall and said banter is just random thoughts being remixed to banter. Well, you're right. Are you proud of yourself? Are you happy now, buddy, that you figured it out? You did your little thing. You're like, oh, look, it's just random thoughts, y'all. They've been fooling y'all the whole time. They not bantering the way podcasts are supposed to banter, where they pretend that it's just normal conversation, but really there is not. It's not normal conversation because they already had a lot of this shit planned out. No, that wasn't good enough for you. So now we gotta go back to random thoughts.
Random thoughts.
We ain't got to do shit, but stay black and
Random
die.
thoughts.
Well, you needed to hear it. I hope you're happy now. This weekend, I went to the store. It was very cold out. The wind was whipping like we was on the plantation trying to till the lower 40.
It was freezing.
That hawk was on us, but we got in the store or whatever, and I saw a miracle. I don't know any other way to say it. I saw a miracle, something that I didn't think was possible, something that I didn't think I'd ever see again. And it was, they had chicken wings in the produce section, and I mean in the meat section. They were pre-seasoned. I know a lot of y'all don't fuck with pre-seasoned wings, but I do, because you throw those bitches in the air fryer, and if they season right, it's the easiest meal you'll make all week.
Yes, it is.
And these brothers behind the counter at Harris Teeter looked like they had knew how much to season. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I racially profile when they pre-season wings.
Both of them, the fish man and the meat man, was both black there.
I'm sorry, but if I look back there and I see it's a little, I'm like, I don't know. And this is not just a racial thing in that it's always black. No. This time it happened to be black because I was getting some like smokehouse barbecue wings. But when they be trying to put the like Asian sauce on them, and I'll be looking back, I don't see no Asian people. No, Brett, back up. I don't know that you use the right amount of soy sauce on that. I don't know what you do over there with your food, but listen, y'all, I looked up pre-season wings. $2.99 a pound.
Oh my God, this beautiful.
That was a steal.
We are back. Don't tell me what Joe Biden can't do. Joe Biden's economy. Y'all
look
at the
prices.
Y'all look at the gas prices. Y'all look at the stock market. I've been focused on one thing the whole presidency, and that's the chicken wing price.
Yes, because chicken wings almost was like $1 wing, bitch.
I knew that if we were gonna go into November with the chicken wing price where it was, no chance Joe Biden gets reelected. I said It's no way.
You got to make them drop for a Super Bowl now.
Not to be racist, but it definitely would affect the black vote tremendously.
We love our wings.
Okay, they say,
we can sell a place out of some wings now.
You look it up. I don't know. They probably say it quietly because it's racist, but I guarantee you, there's a poll somewhere that has looked at the black vote turnout, aligned with the chicken wing price, and tell you right now, man, it's looking good. It's looking good for November because $2.99. Well, I said we are motherfucking back, dog. And these are the ones they like took out the pack in season, so like they put a little extra on those, and it still was $2.99, man. I bought so many wings, y'all. It was crazy. I bought like 4 pounds of wings, but it was only $12.
Right?
It was only $12.
That'd have been $25 not too long ago.
Oh my God, not too long ago. I bought. Man, I'm not lying. It was only a couple weeks ago. I said, let me get a pound of these wings from another grocery store that shall not be named. And I swear to God, dog, I got home. It was so little wings. I said, I should have looked at them, put them in. I should have looked at them, put them in, because it was like 6 wings or whatever for a whole pound. I said, oh no, man. What? And then it cost as much as wings was costing.
Yes.
So I thought I was looking at the price tag like, well, I spent $20 on wings. I know I'm gonna eat good. I got home, I was like, fuck, I'm full. I mean, I'm not full, but like, right. I cooked them all. I need more wings.
It's like 3 wings a piece.
Yeah, I was like, Karen,
with 3 wings.
Come get your 3 wings, and then I have my 3 wings, and then we'll both
I'm an adult.
I
want more than 3 wings.
So that's my banter.
Shout out to Joe Biden for dropping the price of wings.
That's my random thought. I'm sorry to whoever that person is that don't know how to have fun things. One more thing that's random too, though. Hey guys, I'm just gonna try to help y'all out, okay? And I'm doing this myself, but I need y'all to remember something. Do not try to measure anything about the election via the fucking social media. In addition to it being not real, as far as like, we know that landscape is easily manipulated and all this stuff. We also know it's over-skews towards negativity. And this is the time when the motherfucking naysayers get real loud. And I don't mean that in the slang way.
Right.
I mean the naysayers, the dictionary way. They get real fucking loud and they're always negative. And they're like, it ain't gonna happen. It's about to be a blowout. It's going, Trump got this or whatever. And it's not that there are people that would claim not to root for Trump, but they always talk like, well, man, it's over. Do yourself a favor, search their timeline, and I think you can go to the advanced search and put in the years like 2016 and see what they were saying about the election. And yes, I guarantee you it'll be the same shit.
Yes, sir.
The vibes are never good on Twitter or Facebook or wherever. The vibes are always bad on social media. So if you're using that, it gets you in a place of anxiety. It gets you in a place of panic.
You can tell who's been on it because you can pick up their anxiety. Like you can pick up their panic. Like it just, I don't know, just reverberates from them when you go, oh, you spent too much time online.
Yeah, it's a lot of apathy and nihilism out there. And I would say, I guess the same, I'm telling y'all the same shit I would want someone to tell me is, this is not a time to be giving into that shit, and it's not a time to be rewarding that and combating that and arguing with these people. Resolute, you know what you're gonna do. They know what they're gonna do.
Yes, sir.
Which is so funny because half the people talking like this are like, oh, I'm a voter and I'm a vote Democrat. Okay, then I don't know what to tell you, dog. We control what we can control, and we can't control what we can't control.
Right.
The Biden administration is doing a bunch of good shit that I'll bring up a couple things today, but it doesn't matter and it doesn't get through to these folks. It's things that they say they want, but when they happen, they act like it doesn't mean anything.
Right, and it don't matter, and they move the goals.
We can't let them be the arbiters of what our attitude is going to be about this. So, just like I said, and social media and polls have been wrong for a minute now.
Yes, they have.
So I think it's important because, the pollsters will try to, of course, they have to justify their jobs. People on social media always feel like whatever they feel is the truth because feelings are more than facts now.
Yes, they are.
They've been saying the same shit about how the black vote isn't going to turn out. They've been saying black men are going to vote for Trump and large swaths, and you know, all these celebrities are telling us, you know, withhold our vote and all this stuff. At the end of the day, even in 2020, where Joe Biden got the most votes of all time for a president ever, where Trump lost the popular vote again for the second time, where in 2022 everybody said, well, everybody hates Biden, and then you had a blue wave in the midterms. That's never supposed to happen. You always historically, like, everyone's anticipating, like, okay, everything's going to be turned over to Republicans now, but they kept the Senate and barely lost the House when it was supposed to be a bloodbath. Roe v. Wade got overturned, and while people might not be marching over it still because it's not, you know, it didn't happen yesterday, people, that's not a right that people let slide and go, well, I guess it'll be all right.
No,
they're still mad. It's the laws are still affecting, and the draconian laws are going more and more into effect as we speak. And especially at the first of the year when a lot of stuff went into, so people are being reminded and living under these regimes of Republicans. And I just don't think that we're going to find any evidence online. And I think a lot of the polls and the polling industry are kind of designed to always keep people in a panic about the Democrats and Trump. This does not mean that those people will be wrong or whatever. It's just that they have been wrong for a long time, and we keep treating them like they're giving us a mandate.
Agreed. And also, it's one of those things where sometimes, maybe just me, I'm like, I've never been on no poll. Like, you know,
I mean, yes and no to that. That's not the point for me. I mean, their scientific process doesn't mean that they'll necessarily poll me or you.
That's true.
But the point being, like, we do know they have been wrong. You know? So I don't, like, that's a huge thing. And I think people using their anecdotal shit, and they're using stuff that, you know, people have been saying for years. Nothing's changed. There's, like, they were saying this last time too. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just, I just wanted to send that reminder out to everybody. All right.
Oh yeah, because it's that time of the year. We're getting close. You know, it's just January. But, you know, as the year progresses on, they're going to get louder. They're going to get louder. It's going to be to the point where if you're not seeing them, eventually you will see these things on any social media, Facebook feed that you're on. You know what? Ask your elder people around you, the people that are older than you, that don't spend this fucking time online, and talk to other people that don't spend time online and see what they say.
Right.
Because that right there will actually dictate how people are going to vote.
Yeah, and ultimately, like, I don't find the worrying about it. It's January,
right? And there's nothing you can.
I don't find the worrying about it is more about anxiety than it is any, like, facts. Any, like, let's change this strategy. I don't control that. You know what I mean? So, and I know what I'm gonna do, and I know how I feel. So I was like, but I see the pessimism and stuff. Those people are back, and they're trying to, like, do their thing. You know, I'm not like, it's what they do.
Year.
But I just, like I said, I'm just not, I don't want to participate in that shit. So.
No, and I don't have to. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not debating with you. This is me. I'm not having a conversation with you. I just see it and go about my business because I'm not changing your mind, and bitch, you ain't changing mine. Yeah, so why are we engaging?
Yeah, it's just how many years are folks gonna say the same shit?
Right.
It be the same people saying the same shit. And they and like, if you lose, then they go, oh, see, I'm always right. But they have been wrong for 6 years or whatever, or they've been wrong for the last, like, 4 years. Where are they at? Oh, actually, no, I'm right. 6. They've been wrong for like 6 years. Where are they at? Why won't they ever? No one ever stops and goes, shit, maybe I was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird and I think we're dealing with people that are just, they're in trauma, they're lonely, they're angry, and they're depressed, and everything is not gonna work out. These are motherfuckers that worry about Marvel movies. It's a goddamn entertainment company. It has nothing to do with you.
Right.
There's nothing to worry about. Like, if those are the sum of your problems, you ain't got no problems. So it's that kind of thing where, like, our discourse always is prone to something negative, and so it's kind of a thing that was on my heart to start the show. All right, y'all, let's get into the regular news.
Psycho music.
They Don't Hear Me Cry is the name of that one. That's dope psycho music.
Mhm.
Ron DeSantis ends presidential campaign ahead of New Hampshire primary.
Done tore that full state to fucking pieces. And now he back with these old fucked up ass laws and shit that he was trying to pass. Done fell out with Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse like, bitch, my money long and I need my cheese. You fucked up my money. So no, bitch, we ain't dropping no goddamn trowel. And yeah, you gonna pay for fucking with us. Leave us alone.
My money is as long as my memory, you bitch. Yeah, Mickey Mouse and them, like, I feel that's who I feel the worst for is the people that live in Florida who, because this man had one of the most boneheaded, ill-fated, narcissistic, like lust for power, fatalistic, wrong, like just a dummy campaign that we knew you will never get these Trump voters.
Nope.
And then his way of doing it was to be like, I will out bigot Trump, but I won't be as scandalous as Trump.
That's not how that shit
And
works.
of course, if there were sensible people in that party who are sensible bigots, they would be like, yeah, we want a guy who, has worked in government, hates all the people we tell him to hate, has no real spine except for the spine of trying to look up, like, talk shit to Democrats. We'll take this guy. We'll take this sniveling, platform wearing motherfucker and be like, hey, you're our candidate because we don't want to deal with all these legal issues with Trump and the insurrection shit. We don't want to deal with all that. But of course, that's not why people vote for Trump.
No, they want the craziness.
Yeah, they don't. Well, it's that they don't care about the scandals.
Right.
They want Trump. If Trump comes with scandals, they'll take the scandals.
Yes.
But they needed to be him because they believe in his.
They believe in him.
I wouldn't say that. I don't think they believe in him. I think they believe in his. They believe in what he represents, which is this unmitigated white entitlement.
Yes.
And they don't. I don't think they can possibly believe in him. They can only believe in what he represents because who is he to them? They don't even seem to know him. They're rooting for it like you root for a mascot of a sports team, right? Like, because when you start breaking shit down, it don't add up. When you go, oh, so you're a super religious right-wing conservative. This man's been accused of rape and divorced several times, and there's no real proof that he never goes to church. He's not a Christian. Yeah, because I'm not voting for him for that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they like we give them too much credit when I think it's giving them too much credit to be like, well, he just got them food, or they believe in him, but they believe he's gonna do what they want. I think they really just are like, we believe in the unifying power of white supremacy.
I agree. It could be a little bit of both. I think it's a small subsection of the Trumper people who actually believe in him and just him and his cause and his purpose. It's almost like a religion or a cult to them.
So this is what I'm saying, though. I don't think that's possible because I think when you talk to these people, they don't even express what that is. They believe in what he represents. So he represents that. Whatever their cause is, he represents that to them.
Yes.
But he don't advocate for that cause. He don't believe in that. He's not a true believer. He doesn't come from that. You see what I'm saying? Like, he don't have a history in whatever these movements are. It's like when we saw that dude in his truck, and the dude had I think you were with me. Maybe I was by myself, but he had the paneling on his truck, and it was a flag, and it was all Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And what did Trump's physique look like? He looked like fucking He-Man. Like he had a strong, muscular body with like no shirt on. And that's what it is to them. It's a symbol. Trump, they don't believe in Trump the person. He's a New York liberal who went to Hollywood, right? Like all the stuff they hate about the other people in America.
Right.
He is that. So they can't believe in who he really is. They can only believe in what they choose to make him. and it's different for each type of voter.
Now,
They don't even have a That's why I say he don't have a unifying cause, because he don't have those causes would conflict with those people. They just decide he's on my side. He hates immigrants. He's on my side. He's against woke. He's against Hollywood. He made Apprentice. How's he against Hollywood and liberals? He's got pictures with Hillary Clinton. He's gonna stop the pedophiles. He's on the plane with Jeffrey Epstein. So now you're not telling me you believe in Trump and who he shows you he is. You believe in this imaginary version of white supremacy that is encapsulated by saying I vote for Trump. That's my personal belief.
I can see that. I can see, because at the end of the day, the foundation of it is white supremacy, and he represents that to the T. And once he represents that, you can glum on and you can make it and morph it into whatever you want it to morph into, as long as the foundational root cause is white supremacy.
Because and keep in mind, he don't even promote white supremacy, really.
No.
But they believe in the symbol of him means white supremacy.
Yes.
That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. If you listen to words that come out of his mouth, he'll say anything. So they can't even say it's a policy thing. Oh, it's about their feelings. It's about their feelings and how he makes them feel. I just feel like the economy was better under him. Well, we have proof it wasn't.
Yes, we do.
So now what are we talking about? And everybody's feelings get to be facts these days. So, or at least everybody wants them to be, but white people get to make them. So, yeah, I like I said, I'm not trying to like cut the whole thing off. Just I can't even give them the benefit of the like, well, shit, he's going to advance the policies they want, and so that's why he's got to get back in office.
The policy is white supremacy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they know that is, but even with that, that's not a real policy. Like if a white supremacist was running, right? Mm-hmm. They would be like, these are the things I'm going to do, and we would know, like, oh, when they get in office, they're going. What is Trump going to do when he gets back in office? What
fuck knows?
What campaign promise has he been making?
None.
What policy has he been talking about advancing?
None.
Right. He is simply an avatar for white supremacy by merely his existence, and he means whatever the voters want him to mean. And it's not simply white supremacy. Let me back up. There are other people of other groups that are going to vote for that dude because he means whatever they need him to mean. So you got some black men, Latino men, or whatever that will vote for him, and they won't be like, because I love white supremacy, but they'll make him mean what they need him to mean. Like it ain't gonna be some shit that Trump said that or did that made them vote for, where they're like, well, no, it's they'll say like for a lot of black men, he represents defiance. So voting for him proves you're not a Democrat bitch, blah, blah, blah. Now, if I say, now what policy is he gonna pass that's gonna help us? They'll just start talking shit about Democrats because he means defiance to them. I'm smarter than you. You won't pigeonhole. You won't tell me what to do. That's what he means to them. Because if you say, well, what's the issue? Democrats ain't gave us reparations. So you think Trump is going to give us, Democrats I ain't no bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like for white women, he's clearly a misogynist. He's literally a convicted rapist at this point.
Yes, he is.
Right? So what are these women talking about when you ask them what they're voting for and they start bringing up their religion? You see what I'm saying? Like so why are you bringing up your religion, man? He's not religious. He shouldn't represent any of that.
He don't believe none of that.
When you start bringing up abortion, you think he ain't paid for some abortions? We're not talking, these motherfuckers are not real. Like they're not living in reality. So anyway, Ron DeSantis thought he could peel those people off. You can't.
You're not, and you're not, and you never will. And it's just he represents something in different things to different people. And to some people it's white supremacy, to some people it's defiance, to some people it's that make America great again, bring our country back, immigrants, whatever you want it to be.
The thing for Ron DeSantis is he's out there competing with traditional like policies.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That was my whole point of talking about that. isn't when I say he can't be Trump, it's not to say like because he can't be a bigot. He tried to out bigot Trump with
did.
policies and laws and this and all those people. They like, no, I need the real. I need a person that just hates people because he hates everybody. Because he really truly hates himself or whatever. But like I really need that. And I can't vote for you, Ron, because Ron, you're still a traditional politician.
Yeah.
I need that Trump in my veins.
Yes, they need the real deal. They don't want an imitation. They don't want it watered down. Like I need the real deal. And he is the quote unquote real deal to them. And it's one of those things where it's a small percentage of the people. In my opinion, is some of them are just flat brainwashed. They bought in, and no matter what he says or what he do, they like, I'm gonna believe him. I'm gonna stick behind him because no matter what, he represents this thing. Like you said, that goes back down to a lot of them not being in reality.
Yep. So DeSantis said, I'm out. It was looking pretty obvious. They called Iowa within like a fucking minutes.
Right. People hadn't even voted. They was like, Trump got it.
Then I believe New Hampshire is the next primary. DeSantis didn't even go to New Hampshire. He went to South Carolina. Problem with South Carolina is Nikki Haley is from South Carolina, so she'll probably do better than DeSantis down there. The math wasn't mathing. And I think...
And they said he invested a lot of money.
And I think the main issue for me... like my guess for DeSantis and what's happening is that I think he suspended his campaign to get into the vice presidential race.
Of course.
Okay, Karen, you say of course. All right. So at first I didn't even say of course, because I didn't know something had happened that made me realize, oh, he's gonna hop right on in this motherfucking race. Because normally they bow out with dignity because you still getting the money from your campaign and you getting all that, that you use it for fundraising even though you're losing. And you just keep going as long as you can and then you bow out late with dignity. And then you like, I guess I'll try to be vice president. I don't know. Maybe a cabinet seat, whatever. But he jumped out so fucking fast. One primary in. This is not normal. And he was the second. I think he was second.
Yeah, he
was second in Iowa and still jumped out. Okay. Now I don't know where the split of the votes go because my first thought was, oh, maybe the Haley campaign made a deal with him, said, why don't one of us hop out? Nikki is gonna definitely beat you in South Carolina. You're not even going to New Hampshire. Why don't you jump out? She'll endorse her. She'll get your vote, a lot of your voters, hopefully. And this is our last chance to put Trump out of the party, right? Even though I don't think it would have happened because I think a lot of primaries even changed their rules to benefit Trump, right?
Yes, but they did.
The point being, like, at first I thought that might have been the strategy. I was like, oh, finally the Republicans do something savvy. But then I saw this and I realized what the real game was.
What happened?
This is Senator Tim Scott endorsing Donald Trump. It's only 14 seconds.
We need a president who understands the American people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We need.
Yes, because he was like, let me go ahead and put my bid in because that nigga gonna fuck around and get that spot I want. I'm gonna fuck around and not even be considered because I'm fighting against him.
That's what I think happened.
Yes, sir.
Because he was out there shucking hard for Trump.
Come on.
Like he don't talk like that.
No, he does not.
He pulled out that
what that white woman at?
Karen, I'm not okay. You say that. God damn.
I ain't seen the sense.
Well, you know, this is why I'm the one that does all the research for the articles. Karen, this was the second reason I said that Ron DeSantis jumped out of the race. Tim Scott is engaged to be married.
To that woman? Oh, no!
Yes.
I did not see that coming.
No.
Y'all was like, y'all thought she was
she.
an avatar or an intern? She was like, I got to marry. Y'all didn't tell me I was going to have to go through the whole process. Y'all just told me this was an instant until he got out the race.
This one might be a AI.
For all we know, I think she is.
Mm-hmm. Looking like Sarah Messica Parker.
He got him a good white woman.
Sexless in the city. But yeah, so now he's getting engaged to whatever her name was, like Mindy or some shit.
The DeSantis was like, I'll fuck around and won't even be in the top 5. No, sir. Let me go this race quickly.
I think DeSantis said I gotta go because Trump's gonna fucking pick this guy.
He gonna pick this Negro.
He gonna pick this guy over me.
Yeah,
I gotta hurry up.
And also, they said for Iowa, they said that DeSantis spent a ton of money. I think they said he outspent like literally everybody just to come in second place, and to come in points like it was like a landslide behind Trump. They was like he invested. They was like he was like one of the few people that went to like every county in Iowa and shit like that. They said he spent big money.
Yeah, it's just, oh my God. Tim Scott is making a move. Okay. He can finally say my white wife when he's asked about racism in America. I know this is a big day for him. Brother's been waiting for that forever.
Forever.
But yeah, so that's the major news. I was gonna say I want to see the results of like New Hampshire and South Carolina without Trump, without DeSantis taking up some of Nikki Haley's voting block. But
she gonna get swept.
It's not that for me. I mean, she may get swept. I need to see the results.
I agree.
I would like to see what percentage that is. Not because of the reason people think, which is because I think she can win the primary. No, that's not what I'm saying. But that percentage might be important. By which I mean, in a general election, people that go from voting for DeSantis to Nikki Haley might be the kind of people that go, I just don't want to vote for Trump.
Yes.
And whatever that number is, I wonder how if this thing becomes just a coronation of Trump, how many of them are like, yeah, well, not for me. Because one thing that people keep always try to say is like this idea, the election's going to be a blowout. No, it's not. Because elections are rarely blowouts. What happens is the Electoral College makes things look like a blowout.
Right.
But the elections are almost 50-50 in America. And Donald Trump in 2020 lost the popular vote. In 2016 lost the popular vote. He won with a hair's margin between like 3 different states in 2016. I do wonder if there's enough Republicans or how many it is and where they live.
We'll see.
That are like, man, I'm not fucking with this guy. Like,
yeah,
I know
there is a percentage.
Like, the media doesn't cover these people. They don't talk to these people. No one's interested in them. We're only interested in like Trump sycophants, people that are undecided, and black people who say they won't vote Democrat. Those are the only motherfuckers getting interviewed.
But there's a percentage of people that go, fuck him too. No, not you.
I'd like to see how many of these never Trumper type folks are really out there and about it, because and how many have been emboldened by the prosecutions and the stuff where they're just like,
right,
this motherfucker's in court fuck him. Like, why can't we just find somebody else? Why does it have to be him?
Right.
And so I don't know that that's a large number, but I'm saying even if it's a small number, it can have a huge effect in the general election.
Yes, it can.
And it's worth examining, but of course those won't. We're just gonna get Charlemagne being asked how many times black people are not gonna vote. That's all we're gonna get from here to November.
And also that goes to show you why Trump's attack has been more squared on Nikki Haley now, because they're not splitting the quote unquote vote now. Since DeSantis dropped out, is literally a 2-person race, because most people don't qualify, like they don't have enough numbers, or they've dropped out or getting ready to drop out. This is literally getting ready to be a Trump versus Nikki Haley race.
New Hampshire
drops out.
New Hampshire investigating fake Biden robocall meant to discourage voters ahead of primary. It's a recorded message was sent to multiple voters on Sunday. Appears to be an illegal attempt to disrupt and suppress voting. He said voters should disregard the contents of this message entirely. Use artificial intelligence to mimic President Joe Biden's voice and discourage voters in the state from coming to the polls during Tuesday's primary election. Voting this Tuesday only enables Republicans in their quest to elect Donald Trump again. Your vote makes a difference in November, not this Tuesday. It's not true that voting in Tuesday's primary precludes voters from casting a ballot in November's general election. Republicans, man, they always doing some dirty underhanded shit, but also like, I don't know, man. It's just, if that's enough to trick you, man, I'm a little nervous about your whole voting process.
I'm a little nervous. That you heard that voicemail and it was like, okay,
right.
Half, most people don't even fucking answer their phones.
I do want to hear the voicemail. They didn't have it in the article, but it's like, because how do you artificially intelligence Joe Biden? You got to add shit in there, and all that. You got to do. Hey, it's Joe Biden. Cut the malarkey and don't come to the polls, Jack.
And something you go, this don't make no sense. Like, this is stupid.
Like, you got to add some stuff in there. Dave Chappelle calls out Cat Williams for dissing other black comedians. Why are you drawing ugly pictures of us? He supposedly said. He spoke out about Williams on stage at Monday's at Hollywood Improv. So I think they have the audio. Hopefully this is loud enough for y'all to hear. But I guess somebody recorded it while he was on stage. Maybe that's why he don't allow phones.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And what part of the game is this? He only eats the niggas. He didn't say anything about any of these white boys. And none of these white boys function like that. And Cat is one of the best painters in the game. So why are you drawing all ugly pictures of us? Stop. And hurt people, but I'm a hurt person. They never hurt people, and he does it all the time. Fuck this one, and fuck that one, and fuck this one. But nigga, I didn't hear anything that you did wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong. Cat didn't do nothing wrong.
And Wreck TV.
I'm gonna bring it.
Now it looks like somebody's on stage next to him, tapping him on the shoulder, like they trying to stop him from saying what he's saying, or
I don't
it's
know.
like, hey, people recording this one. What you doing? Hey, you're talking bad about a black comedian right now. All right.
Which was a black guy. Cat did this to me. Cat was talking about shit that niggas did to other niggas, but not about anything that niggas did to him. If I told my story, it would break your heart. Your heart. If I told my story, it would break your heart. I lost everything and never, ever told on anybody. And this nigga is the arbiter of truth. Cat, listen, I fuck with Cat hard.
And Wreck TV.
Wait, D-Ray, just tell me what part of the game fucks up another nigga's paper.
So that must be the owner of the club, D-Ray, that's trying to stop him. Stop Dave.
He's like, look, he might try to come here. No, be quiet.
Wreck
what part of
TV.
the game is about telling on another nigga? Tiffany Haddish is lifting something heavy, and as clumsy as she is, I don't disagree with Cat. He be telling the real shit.
And
hey, this one's fucked up this way, and that one's fucked up this way. Yes, nigga, that is true. But why would you say that? Because all of us are trying to be in a better situation. Can we get over it?
That's Dave said, can we get over it? And
apparently this is by NREC TV.
I think MREC TV may have recorded the video.
I think so too.
Here's the thing though. One, Dave has talked shit about black comedians. I remember in his first special on Netflix when he came back, he did a whole thing about Key and Peele stealing his show and shit. It was weird. At least in his interviews and stuff, it was this thing about it. I remember reading it in the interview. And I was like, why is he going so hard on Key and Peele? They didn't steal. I watched both shows.
Mm-hmm.
The shows were not like, oh, nobody's done sketch comedy like this.
And they weren't the same shows.
Yeah, they weren't the same show. So I thought that was weird. And he's done, he's done that before. The other thing too is Cat did talk about some white people. He talked about basically any comedian that goes on Joe Rogan's show. Though he said those white boys weren't funny. I think he brought up Gary Owen too, but so I don't know. It's this, you get on stage, you get the mic, whatever, it's your turn to speak and it's your platform, and people kind of say whatever the fuck they want to say, and I guess that's kind of what happened. But yeah, it just felt kind of weird. And like, I wonder if he was like drinking or something. He sounded a little, I don't know, out of it. So anyway, Cat Williams, I'm sure will be hopefully responding to that on the next Shannon Sharp podcast or whatever.
He's responding somewhere.
He'll show up somewhere and start talking shit. And then for anybody that was like, because I saw somebody try to make a joke about Dave Chappelle, like, maybe he was talking about him. He got a weird face, light-skinned wife, which I know his wife is Asian, and I'm not, anyway. The point being, if you listen to that whole 3 hours, which I don't blame you if you didn't, but if you did, Cat shouts out Dave Chappelle, and it's nothing but complimentary to Dave.
Right.
So I don't think it's a Dave trying to get him back as much as I guess he feels like stand-up comedy for black dudes is some type of safe family shit, and you supposed to just keep everything in-house.
Everybody don't feel like that.
I don't blame people. I have no idea what was true or what wasn't, what Cat was saying, but
Right.
if a motherfucker stole something from me, I'm not keeping it in-house so y'all look better, especially if it's not being handled, Let's see. Doctors sound overdose alarm on snortable caffeine powder.
What? Who
Yep.
thought that was a good idea? Don't they always say, fucking up the line under your nose? What is this? You ain't gonna be able to breathe?
According to reports, people are turning to snortable caffeine, describing it as a less intense version of cocaine without the negative side effects. One person,
What, do they promote it like this, or is just something they just took and somebody decided to snort it? Because I don't think that there's no shit out there to go snort this.
one person featured in a news report discovered snortable caffeine in November through a brand called Want a Bump.
Do they got cocaine pinkies too? What is happening here?
When you do Want a Bump, what do you ask? Do you like to party first? They ordered a 1 gram vial for $14.99 and found the immediate energy boost intriguing. The person claims to now use around 500 milligrams per week for an energy hit, mainly at home throughout the day. He highlighted during the conversation with the New York Post that the appeal of snortable caffeine is that it does not impact his sleep as much as consuming caffeine in other forms.
Nigga, you fucking up the line under your nose. Like what is that? You're not supposed to snort shit.
That's also like, there's no way this person is walking around with powdered caffeine. Like, it's no way. Because I mean, like, how the cops gonna know the difference? I mean, matter of fact, if you got cocaine, put it in the want a bump, and be like, "Nah, this just caffeine, officer." You know what I'm saying? Why am I scratching my neck? It's the caffeine, baby. Yeah, this don't feel like it's something that we can do.
I'm about to say.
Excited to the barbecue, we might be problematic. Or little bit stiff. It's so really hard on a fragile big city. White people do.
Like dipping their balls in it and shit. Like, that's the shit. You go from snorting to dipping your balls in it. How do we get here?
He also mentioned the novelty of snorting, dubbing it really groovy, and noted that his younger self would have found it exciting. While Want a Bump is currently competing in the market with Turbo Snort.
The fuck is happening? This is a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Child, y'all been letting them drugs. Y'all ain't gonna have no nose.
Turbo Snort is another caffeinated nasal spray that claims to provide 400 hours of energy. Medical professionals have expressed reservations about the trend, highlighting potential risk.
Of course. And they're gonna be doctors. It's gonna be like all your nose hairs is officially gone.
the commercial gonna have an AI Lynn bias in it.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I can't breathe. Is it COVID? No, you've been snorting that shit. That's why you can't breathe.
Snorting that shit. Speaking of the trend, Dr. Shailene Rao, director of heart failure services at NYU Langone Hospital, Long Island, pointed out that caffeine in food or drink is slower to absorb than through the nose. Here's somebody using it on Instagram.
Look at this shit. It's snortable caffeine with vitamin B12 in it. This is not sponsored. I bought this because I thought it looked cool. This is only $10 a gram. Think about the price point on that. What I understand about cocaine is pretty much just a leaf that they add Clorox to. I don't know why it's so expensive or why it's so fucking kick-ass. Key bump. Bottle bump. Palm bump. Do a little palm bump. Holy shit. What? Okay, a little history lesson for you guys. I personally think if we legalize cocaine, we go through another industrial revolution. If you didn't know the history of it, that's what happened was we smuggled coffee beans from an...
Okay, I have no idea how much of this is factual, so I'm gonna stop.
I don't know either, and sounds like this is some shit he does all of the time.
He gave it a 10 out of 10.
Is this the take to replace them energy drinks? They were like, energy drinks ain't strong enough, now we gotta put it in our noses.
Right? I have no idea. I'm afraid of this shit.
That shit gonna have your skin crawling like that for Loco, though. Y'all better stop that bullshit.
You can get Turbo Snort $11.99 for a 20 milliliter bottle on Walmart.com. It's been available for several years. Turbo Snort.
Somebody, a pure white Aryan child gonna die over this shit in high school. That shit gonna be banned.
Carrying it already in the goddamn lemonade. Panera Bread.
They're putting a bump in the lemonade.
Someone gonna do a bump of Turbo Snort and a shot of that lemonade and explode.
Mm-hmm.
The head gonna blow up.
Somebody, a white precious child gonna die, and they're gonna find out about this, and all hell go. They were like, get this shit off the shelves.
Judge orders unsealing of divorce case involving Georgia special prosecutor accused of affair. So not Fannie Willis, but the dude, Nathan Wade, that she's accused of having had a romantic relationship with and then hire him to be on this case against Trump. They want to unseal his divorce case. So I guess they trying to see if maybe something in there would reference Fannie Willis with it, and do they have some type of inside information, or is it just a witch hunt? I don't know. I know when she got up there and gave that answer in church, gave that testimony in church, she didn't say she didn't sleep with that dude, and I'm like, I don't know the legal implications. I hear that it's not necessarily illegal, might be a little bit sloppy or unethical. We'll see, but it just don't sound good that they're doing this. If it's and this judge is granting it as if it's a real, real something they should look into. So I'm a little nervous about it. Hope it doesn't, have any legs, but shit, I don't know. The Biden administration is going to forgive $4.9 billion in student debt for 73,600 borrowers.
Let's go. And maybe this is just me. I'm tired of niggas acting like this ain't nothing. Just because it's not quote unquote your debt, and just because it quote unquote don't take away, a huge chunk of your debt, people acting like, well, it ain't shit. It is shit to somebody. This is going to rock somebody's world. This is going to, for some people, get them debt free. It is something. It's funny how, people act like every time this comes out and and they clear this debt, that it's just nothing. It is something. And truth be told, back down to voting, if y'all niggas would have got out there and voted and got the people in office, they could have did what they initially had wanted to do, which was wipe the debt of everybody away. But because niggas got apathy and didn't vote, this is the bullshit we got.
Supreme Court allows federal agents to cut razor wire Texas installed at the U.S.-Mexico border. Yeah, they're doing some really cruel and unusual things down there. And they just basically did it and said, take us to court. Mm-hmm, knowing that the DOJ and the federal government would take them to court. Mm-hmm. But and because it's a state border, but the border with Mexico is a federal border.
Right.
So it's like they put some really savage shit in the water and stuff, like
cutting people up, fucking people up,
stuff
yes.
to kill people and maim
Yes.
people.
Purposefully too. And they was like, y'all can't do this.
Well, they 5-4 vote cleared the way for Border Patrol agents to cut or clear out the concertina wire that Texas has put along the banks of the Rio Grande to deter migrants from entering the U.S. illegally. Now the thing is, one, they still have to rule on this finally. They're just allowing the wire to be cut while they're still deciding on how they're going to rule on it. So ultimately they could rule in favor of Texas. We don't know. And it was only a 5-4 vote. None of the justices provided any explanation for their vote. The one-page order is a victory for the Biden administration while the lawsuit over the wire continues. Let's see. This might be white people news. Let me move this article. This is interesting. Taraji P. Henson wants people to focus on what The Color Purple is about, sisterhood, and not what happened behind the scenes. So she's even, wow. I mean, I think it's too late. I don't necessarily hold her against her, but not in the way that y'all probably think. I really think she was going through something.
Yes.
I don't think she fully was able to be present for the press tour, and I don't think she necessarily anticipated how big a deal that was going to get, or she wasn't really able to anticipate it, you know.
Yeah, because you can't predict that.
I go that far without trying to like get too presumptive about her mental health and stuff, but it's, to me, her saying this makes me feel more vindicated that that's kind of what was happening, because there's no way you can say what you said and it not distract from the press run and the sisterhood on the set. It's just no way. So like either you not on, I mean, maybe not on purpose, but either you kind of sabotage the movie or you don't. And when you talk like that, it's going to have the effect of sabotaging the movie, in my opinion, because you know how negative people are.
That's what they glance,
and they already don't want to give this movie too much love and too much props just because it's one of these black movies. So I'm sure the Academy is like, oh, cool, a great reason to disregard this shit. Well, yeah, she put out a statement to Today. She says she still wants the public to focus on the film instead of what occurred behind the scenes. I hope they can focus back onto this film, because right now, to me, it feels like what I said is now becoming louder than this beautiful film. And that's not fair to me or anybody in the film, because the film deals with women who are oppressed, who live in an oppressive system, men and women and all the characters in the film except for white people. So that movie is about healing. That movie is about sisterhood. Fantasia, who also appears in the film, made similar remarks, as well as the film's Oprah Winfrey, the film producer. So yeah, I don't think you put it back in the bottle, unfortunately.
Nah, once people run with stuff like that, that's what they're gonna run with.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to mention this in the election segment, but hey, Nikki Haley said America's never been racist. Man, you're doing this for third place. You're doing this, I guess, now for second place. Mm-hmm. But man, like clown shoes. What are you talking about?
Turn around, and if Trump beats you, which I think he will, you're gonna turn around and tell everybody to vote for that nigga.
Right.
That's why I don't be believing a goddamn thing they be saying.
All right, because then if you ask them, they'll still say, find some way to be like, well, Donald Trump's not racist. Right. Meanwhile, he's saying racist shit about you.
Yes, he is. He's using your real name as an attack.
You know, Tim Scott up here dancing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck. Moving on. I don't even know. I don't even know why I read that. That's on me. I'm picking the articles, guys. What is wrong with me?
I'm about to say, because you know I didn't pick them.
Your cars. All right, let's move out of this. Let's do something more fun because that was terrible.
Yay!
How about we do oh yeah, I know what we could do. Hold on. I got it in a different section. It's been a second, but where is it? Oh, I gotta search for it. Ah, there we go. News. News. All right, Care.
Yes.
Time for some Who News.
Okay, let's go.
Carlissa Saffold speaks out on Jaden Alexis partying while Blueface is in jail. Rock would never.
Child, the only person I know is the Blueface dude. You know, I think he a rapper. Don't really know. I think he a rapper because every time I see him and that girl fucking fighting and doing some shit on the line, and all the old folks is like, look at these niggas. That's all I know about Blueface. And I might be wrong.
I think you are one of the old folks because that is what they be saying.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone because Chad is the only person I know.
Yeah, Krishan Rock is his co-abuser. What the fuck? What do you call it, them motherfuckers? Anyway, Blueface's mother, Carlissa Saffold, called out Jaden Alexis for living her best life while he's behind bars. In a recent video clip, Jaden was spotted at a nightclub with her friends, dancing and singing along to her popular track Barbie. While this might seem like an unusual time for a night out, Jaden had previously announced her single status before Blueface's recent arrest. However, Carlissa didn't think Jaden's behavior was appropriate. Engaged to be married and out with your new woman the first week your man is in jail is exactly why God had to end that journey, Carlissa wrote on her Instagram story. She added to another post, she doesn't eat D like your BM, she eats kitty cat.
This is the mama?
The mama.
Ooh, child.
Soon after, the neighborhood talk posted the shaded story, which prompted Carlissa to double down on her statement in the comments while mentioning Blueface's ex-girlfriend. Rock would never. That's Krishan Rock, the old girlfriend. Jaden's feelings regarding Carlissa's comments remain uncertain, but on the flip side, Blueface has been spending more time with Krishan. Shortly after his arrest, there was footage of him turning himself in at the jail with Krishan and their infant son closely behind. Krishan also posted some cryptic tweets when the news of his arrest began to circulate, indicating her concerns despite their conflicts. Don't they only have conflicts?
That's why I remember his name, because every time I turn around, they fucking each other up, and I'm like, why do we keep talking about these people that actually need help?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was it for that segment, guys. That's Who News. News. All right.
I knew one person, and not because I wanted to know.
Oh, Karen. You are the Kendrick Perkins of this show. All right, y'all. Let's play Guess the Race.
What time is it?
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
All right, Guess the Race time. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we do. That's all we do. Man who got 5 women pregnant at the same time host a joint baby shower for all the mothers-to-be, leaving the internet in uproar over the crazy, embarrassing situation.
How's it embarrassing? Is everybody in agreement?
We only guessing his race. Lizzie Ashley, a 29-year-old Brooklyn musician, took to TikTok to make the startling revelation about the unconventional event at which she was one of the pregnant women celebrating. The expectant mom divulged the details of the unusual arrangement after getting pregnant by fellow musician Zeddy Willis. That's who we're guessing. Zelly Willis.
Willis. Okay.
Along with 4 other women, but other social media users were left stunned, many criticizing the bizarre situation. In her initial clip, which has so far got more than 8.9 million views, Lizzie zoomed in to the invite to the baby shower being held in Queens. It featured a picture of the beaming dad to be surrounded by 5 proud pregnant women alongside a caption, "Welcome little Zeddy Willis 1 to 5."
Oh, 1 to 5.
Yeah, so I guess they're gonna name the first, second. I don't know how.
I guess in the order they got pregnant or the order they born.
Lizzie then panned around the room, showing the other women sporting their blossoming baby bumps. She added overlaid text which read, "When your baby daddy got 4 other girls pregnant at the same time." But the clip was quickly inundated with comments from quizzical viewers. One wrote, "Please tell me this is not real." Added another, "How is everyone involved not embarrassed?" A third simply said, "The way you would never find me in a situation like this."
I would not be showing up to this shower. Fuck that.
Following the widespread, I wouldn't go because I don't want to get pregnant.
Oh yeah, just being around shit.
I just go to get some cake. Next thing you know, I'm a baby mama.
All right, he touch you. You pregnant?
Following the widespread backlash, Lizzie took to the platform once again to share a series of snaps showing all the women posing together before dishing yet further detail on the situation. She said, "We love our baby daddy. We will not ruin our babies' lives. Our families have accepted this. Nothing left to do but support each other takes a village indeed. We can't change the fact that he's our baby daddy. Everything happens for a reason. We decided to work together and our families are supportive of our decision. We've accepted each other. It's better for the little ones." Why no one got an STD?
That's a great question.
Or maybe they do. Maybe they all got herpes and said, "Fuck it, we gotta make this work."
Something. Who knows?
I'm not getting to know no new diseases. Okay, that's it for you, girl. She also said that she's staying happy for the baby before adding he's gonna be born into a big family. She previously made headlines that she was involved in an altercation with a New York lawyer as she performed on the sidewalk. Anthony Orlich was fired from his law firm after he was seen on video snatching her wig off her head. Oh, we covered that
a while ago. Yes.
Yeah, so we know her race, but not the race of all the women. But we're only guessing his race. Karen, guess the race of Zeddy Wills. He
sound like a saxophone player.
Zeddy
Black.
Okay, Karen saying black. Zeddy Wills is his name. Zeddy Wills. Okay, Karen is saying black. I think this also could count for news. Nick Cannon dish you black.
Got a 2-for-1 on that one.
Consensually ran a train on his black ass. Open Mona Scott calls. First of all, it's running a tunnel, Miss Smart. So
we don't go train?
No, women run a tunnel on you. Everybody knows this.
Oh, men run trains.
Men run trains, women run tunnels. Okay.
Okay. I
like that's what the other day I saw a picture from an award show, and it was that tall blonde woman from Ted Lasso. Y'all know the brick house. And then it was Cheryl Lee Ralph from the elementary show.
Elementary.
Right. And I was like, say what y'all want, I'll let them women run a tunnel on me. Okay. Choo-choo.
Them women are fine.
That's the good news. You can still make the same sound. Choo-choo.
The sound is the same.
Chugga, chugga, chugga. If y'all know what I'm saying. Tunnel me all night long.
Tunnel or train. It's still a choo-choo happening somewhere. On the tracks or through the tracks.
Okay. They can go under this mountain and make that tunnel. Anyway, y'all said black and everyone got it right. Everybody that said black, if you said black, You were correct. And I'm no offense, but like not the most attractive. Like, you know, like I would have thought we were gonna look down to see Jeremy Meeks and be like, well, girl, sister, I understand. Sometimes
Right.
you got to be fifth in line when it's Trayvon Diggs or whatever, you know, like when it's you know, I don't know, some attractive man. It's like, oh, you Idris fifth baby mama, that makes sense. Just I don't know, maybe he's just a really good musician. I don't know his music, so
He must got that bank.
I love how he got the like diaspora.
Yeah.
Like he tried to make sure y'all couldn't call him colorist.
Neapolitan happening here.
Yeah, even though I only see one dark-skinned black woman, so I don't know if he's beating allegations, but I'm just saying he clearly was ready for the clap back, but not the condom back.
In fact, he put them back.
Think about how much money he saved on condoms. That's what he's gonna use to raise those kids.
The $12.95 a pack.
Man tried to swap drugs for fried pickles. Buffalo
Fried pickles. Did he bump that shit too? I mean, come on now.
Buffalo,
What kind of trade is this?
Buffalo Wild Wings had closed late Sunday when Justin Carpenter pulled up to the Lawrence, Indiana restaurant around midnight looking for food. Fried pickles, to be exact. In the ill-advised bid to get the kitchen reopened, Carpenter, 25, proposed a barter exchange to the B-Dubs employees, two of whom were minors. He offered drugs to Buffalo Wild Wings workers in exchange for fried pickles. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm guessing these drugs was weed. And the reason I'm guessing is because he had smoked some.
And got hungry.
And he was like, I need some fried pickles for Buffalo Wild Wings. Nothing else will satisfy me.
Nothing else gonna hit this.
I know it's 10:05 and the kitchen closed at 10.
Yes.
But if you could find a way to go in there and make these pickles, I will give you some motherfucking drugs. And the drugs were marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, and vape cartridges.
Oh, he had a whole array.
Yep. I doubt you could get them all. He was also wearing an ankle monitor.
I'm surprised it wasn't beeping. I guess he went outside of his perimeter.
They should probably go ahead and add a microphone to the ankle monitor to save everybody some trouble. The evidence is right here.
Right.
I mean, we know exactly where your location was, so
right.
don't try to get us with that.
He was on film at the Wild Wings.
Right. Buffalo Wild Wings, never heard of it. Sir, we got the GPS right here.
He was there.
Employees did not agree to the drugs for pickles trade, and Carpenter departed the Buffalo Wild Wings before leaving, though. Investigators charged that Carpenter left 3 small bags of marijuana on the restaurant's front counter and told the manager, give these bags to the kids. Not the kids.
Oh, no! Give these bags to the kids.
Specified the kid, give these to the underage minors. I need them to get the drugs. Because if I give it to someone my age, I might not go to prison long enough.
I gotta be sure they lock me up.
I need extra prison felony time. Is it a felony to drug kids? Because that's definitely what I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to drug the kids, apparently.
I don't want to be no misunderstanding.
No questions.
I would like the children to have the drugs. Police subsequently tracked this vehicle to a nearby Speedway gas station. It was probably
No shit. The vehicle and its GPS.
Give me a dime bag on pump 3.
Sir, we can't do this.
Let me get a half a tab worth of gas.
Half a tab. Sir, we can't do this. Cash or credit, sir. We do not take drugs for gas.
How much unleaded I give for some mushrooms? Here's a cap. What's that? I'm just trying to get home, man.
Right.
He's from the future. He just traveled back in time, but in the future, drugs are the currency. So they just everything is like, oh, you want a Snickers? That's 2 weeds, you know.
Oh no.
So yeah, they arrested him. They found him with, you know, marijuana, cocaine.
So they found
oxycodone, Xanax, THC cartridges, and scales containing a white powder.
Oh, so when that economy had more shit, he picked up some more shit along the way.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Hold the shit in his trunk.
Hopefully the
He had
white,
the whole chemistry set back there. What's happening, sir?
hopefully the white. I am who knocks. Hopefully the white powder was just hopefully the white powder was just caffeine.
Caffeine bucks.
It's like I just need to work harder. He's was arrested on multiple felony and misdemeanor narcotics charges and booked into the county jail.
You don't say.
According to court records, he's also a defendant in 2 separate drug cases filed last year, which resulted in pretrial service officials outfitting him with a GPS ankle monitor.
Oh, so he got the ankle monitor because of drugs, and he was like, "More drugs, please."
He just don't understand that money is money and drugs is drugs. He thinks drugs is money.
Apparently so.
So
he think we still doing a bartering system.
Right. That's how he made his way through college. He just paid his professor in Adderall. All right, Karen, guess the race. It says as for future obtainment of fried pickles in the vicinity of Indianapolis suburb, Yelp has some suggestions. So it's in Indianapolis. All right, Karen, guess the race of what is his name? Carpenter. Justin Carpenter.
Oh, white.
Karen's going with white. All right, let's check the chat room. See what they believe. I mean, do black people like fried pickles? I don't know. Drug dealer black says K-Can. That's hilarious. She spelled deal like dill pickle, y'all. He found himself in quite the pickle. Don't be salty about it. Karen's never gonna sour on these jokes.
I
will not. White like the flour in the pickle batter. No one wants to buy your drugs here, Louis White. He got all the F's in his dare class, White. I'll suck your dick for coke, white as fuck. Is this exchange rate still dime bag per pound of pickles, white? Mayo, white. Justin is just a good old boy, white. Discount Sons of Anarchy, white. The correct answer is white. Y'all are correct. Person did say black. And that's him there. Can you see him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He look like
he'll better than flames for all this shit.
He look like he'll trade you some weed for some legitimate purposes. Like he try to pay his accountant in weed, you know.
Right, sir. Cash.
All right. It's time to go to the bonus round.
Okay.
So far, Karen is 2 for 2.
Yay.
So that means I have to play the more racist version.
What time is it? That the bitch was white! I ain't racist. How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Call them niggas. Just call them niggas.
It's time to get
Gold
the race.
teeth, gold chain
It's
wearing,
time
fried
to get the
chicken
race.
and biscuit
It's
eating,
time
monkey
to get the
ate
race.
baboon, big dive,
It's time
fast
to
running,
get the
high
race.
jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree
Basketball dunking. A suspected cocaine dealer was found inside the dryer in the kitchen area when police Saturday raided a Louisiana residence.
He was in the dryer.
He was in the dryer. Mm-hmm. Like you got caught out the dryer, Karen.
Oh, was he in the? It was like, damn.
I think he took a tumble.
Yeah.
Armed with search and
Hope he didn't get steamed because now they steam the dryers.
I know. Hopefully he won't no static.
Yeah, static.
With search and arrest warrants, cops arrived at a Monroe home seeking to collar Darren Pittman, 26, who allegedly had been selling crack from the 2-bedroom apartment. not the crack.
Oh shit!
Investigators were met by Marshella Smith, 19, who yelled several times that Pittman, her boyfriend, was not at the residence. Smith would subsequently be arrested for obstruction.
Right.
When she allegedly sought to keep officers from entering and searching the property. Chade Johnson, 18, was also busted when he fought with police after arguing the validity of the search warrant. Charged with resisting, obstruction, and felony battery of police officer, Johnson put all officers on the scene in great danger by interfering with the execution of the warrants. For his part, Pittman was not initially visible when cops arrived and tangled with Smith and Johnson. But the 766 square foot apartment that's not very big. Did not offer an abundance of places to hide.
Right. They were gonna find you eventually. Then somebody was like, "Hey, dog, that's that load. It keeps beeping."
Wait, I think when the cops opened up the door, they said, "Where did the boys get a load of this?" You're gonna be snuggling with a lot of people in prison.
Yes, you will be.
Pittman was located inside the dryer in the kitchen area where officers had heard movement earlier. Court filings.
He didn't know how to be silent closed. They were like, does clothes move?
See, he could have got away with it if he would have just actually turned on the dryer. He might have died.
Yes, from the heat.
But they would have never opened. They wouldn't have been like, "Oh, they got some clothes drying." Just would have not even opened there. But yeah, they located him inside the dryer. They did not detail his height and weight or how he was able to squeeze into the dryer.
Yeah, tiny as shit.
Facing felony and misdemeanor drug counts, in addition to warrants charging him with failure to appear in court in connection with 2 prior criminal matters. He was locked up in lieu of $17,250 bond.
Ooh, I'm surprised because you had to be tiny, because any adult would have been like, hey, my neck, my back, hey, I can't be round, I can't be in here like a cinnamon roll. Get me the fuck out of here.
All right,
they'd have been hollering, this is black.
Well, I don't have their pictures, but you got it right. I mean, come on, y'all. Do we need their pictures?
And I'm gonna tell you right now, child, I'm not going to jail for no dumb shit. I'm like, the nigga right there in the dryer, go get him, Mr. Officer. Fuck that.
He sitting high in the washing machine. All right, y'all. Last story. We got to talk about sword ratchetness.
Somebody said he was a short king. That's the only way he was gonna be able to fit in the dryer, baby.
Surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't charge him with laundering money. Oh man! I make the big bucks, guys. Pennsylvania man stabs neighbor to death with a large military-style knife.
Oh shit, military style. What the fuck that mean?
A sword is what that means. Authorities in Pennsylvania said ongoing feud between neighbors turned deadly when one stabbed the other multiple times with a military-style knife. Christopher Casey, 55, was arrested and charged with the stabbing death of 62-year-old Robert Wallace at his home on Finch Road, Montgomery County. Now, this man looked like he'll stab a motherfucker to death.
He do, don't he?
55, bro. How you got a stabby face?
Ooh, child.
That's the face he look at you when he looking at the light come out of your eyes. And the abyss take over.
He looked like he would fuck you up.
They said they were They were called after the stabbing. Casey called the police after stabbing Wallace, whose body was found by police about 50 feet away from the home. Both men were taken to the hospital. Wallace died from multiple stab wounds. Casey was treated for stab wound to the thigh. I bet he stabbed himself. Police found a large military.
Wouldn't that be surprising? Yeah.
He's like, I gotta cover this up. Military-style knife and a cell phone on the front porch of Casey's home, and an open first floor window with its screen tossed aside. Police said they knew of an ongoing feud between the men, including one instance where Wallace allegedly could hear Casey loud snoring through a shared wall. You killed this motherfucker for some snoring, dog. Come on.
I'm not have sleep apnea.
Now you in prison in a 6x6 cell, and you know them motherfuckers gonna be snoring, and you ain't gonna be able to do shit.
You ain't gonna do shit.
They're gonna end up with your fruit cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
Fruit cup. Police said they knew of an ongoing feud. It was believed that Wallace showed up to Casey's home while he was eating dinner Monday, removed the screen from a window that was accessible from the porch. The two men became embroiled in a verbal argument during which investigators believe Casey stabbed Wallace several times. He was arraigned in Montgomery County judge who set his bail at $1 million. Casey is due back in court for a preliminary hearing on January 29th. Sad. Babies killing babies. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. Tomorrow.
I'm about to say next week.
Sorry, Karen. The edible hit like 30 minutes ago. We'll be back tomorrow or something. Until then, I love you.
I love you too. Mwah.
Bye, everybody.